Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened a few short moments ago. These two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and the Lions will take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Say, pin.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott now got his man there complete to Gallup. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be it's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Rashawn Melvin in on the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers, and he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And some room to work. He's at the 30. Detroit. Kenny Golladay, 82 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and take it. Their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Leroy! Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. No gain on this, D.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Johnson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The first down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Prescott now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And again, it's Prescott going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing is Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Alert! Bravo!
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Easy. You get blocked, man.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And now he'll tuck it and run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
50, 50.
From the 50, Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get ready, boy.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
He's going to let it go deep for the... And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Pollard. Now that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott caught by Cobb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Marr able to put this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Intended that time for Cooper. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford, he completes it to Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down.
You don't know no better. Omaha, ready to move. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. He's got Curse. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw them.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Taking it about the 16. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go! Hey, 5-0! Hey, Charlie! 55, my guy, 55. You got 99.
They'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Zero. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Now it's Stafford. This complete to Jones. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Stay 50, stay 50. Check.
Back to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Kill. 27.
Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run with him stride for stride.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now Prescott. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Cooper was the intended target, and it's second down. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from Tom Dempsey range here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Sam Martin now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Now what can Prescott do in the OT? Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check safety. Check safety. Kill.
They'll run with Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Prescott now. And that will be incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Check it back. Check it back.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
They don't
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Double right. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
11.
Now Stafford. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Johnson. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
32.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us. We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Meh.
Yeah,
MEH, man. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field. It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. Let's go, D. Hey, Alpha.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay hitting double digits with the season, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry for Josh Adams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now Adams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Jack Fox now. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Switzer on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here we go. 8 read.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Get it.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
70, Indy.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Snap.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
And through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your...
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, this is Adams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
On second down, it's Adams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
6 man.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Here we go. Hey, 15 line.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
53.
On first down, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be...
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Switzer. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, Wahoo! On the bucket!
Lock now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Big stop,
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Smooth.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, it's locked. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Check 50, check 50. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They run on second down with Adams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Ready? 18 Gators. Check 53. Bandit. Hey, Alpha. Check 53. Mike. Check 55.
Lock now on 1st down. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after now from Catanzaro. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Trying to get it to Landry there.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Switch.
Mahomes going to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Josh Adams, the running back, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
15. Yellow.
Once more, Adams on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 52.
On 2nd down now, it's Adams. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check 24. Check 24.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Block now, 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now this throw caught left side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant His first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McManus's point after is good, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run on first down. Adams. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey. Small. 55.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Block working out of the gun. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Lock now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But just stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. David Long, the rookie from West Virginia, there defensively.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
On 3rd down, Locke. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Lindsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Now. Mike's 50. Quick talk.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You go set. H.E. Gator. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point from McManus is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives...
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got one. Let's go, Mike 50. Five. Get it.
He's back to throw. He completes this to Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, dude.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Set up. 90, Wolf.
He'll look to throw. This is the tight end fan. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They come out here in the I. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
18 Gator. 47's the mic. Hey, Wahoo! Ready?
Now Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
27 Mike, 27 Mike, 27. 65.
Back to throw. Locke. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. McManus now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final try from Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.